Hey y'all, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today we're going to be talking again about the Nintendo Switch. And specifically today, I'm going to be talking about whether Switch games work on the Switch Lite or not. If you have some Switch games or know someone who does, and you only have the Switch Lite instead of the original Switch console, you will want to know what games will work on both and which ones you'll have issues playing on your Switch Lite that you can play on your Switch. Whether you're just bought a Switch or a Switch Lite, or whether you're simply looking into and trying to learn all about this, it can be difficult to find all that information. So that's why I'm making this video, and that's why I make a lot of these videos here on our channel, to help people out and answer their questions about the Switch and about gaming in general. Please be sure to hit that like button and then also subscribe to our channel. And now let's go ahead and hop into whether the games for the Switch will work on the Switch Lite or not. Alright, so when we're talking about games that will work on the Switch but won't work on the Switch Lite, there's one important thing to consider, and that is the Switch Lite is one complete unit, whereas the Switch allows you to disconnect your Joy-Cons on the side. That's the main difference between these two consoles. Obviously the Switch connects to the TV, whereas the Switch Lite doesn't. But in regards to gaming, that's the main difference. And that is why these games will not work, because they require these Joy-Cons to work properly. Now, there are a few different games that will not work on the Switch Lite. The first one that I want to mention is Just Dance. That is all of the Just Dances for the Switch will not work on the Switch Lite. Again, that's without purchasing a separate pair of Joy-Cons. The next one that will not work on the Switch Lite, that will work on the Switch, again without buying a pair of Joy-Cons, is One-Two Switch. The third one is going to be the most popular one that most people will want, is Mario Party. And again, that's simply because for Mario Party, you need the Joy-Cons and the usability of the Joy-Cons, and since they don't connect on the Switch Lite, then you have to buy these separately. The next one is going to be the boxing games, and that is 1 and 2. Both of those will not work on the Switch Lite, again without the Joy-Cons. Ring Fit Adventure will not work on the Switch Lite. And then the last one is going to be the Nintendo Labo, and that is all of those that require the Joy-Cons to move around and all of those sorts of things. Now, all of those won't work on the Switch Lite unless you purchase a pair of Joy-Cons separately, as I said, on multiple of those. And that's the same across all of those. They require Joy-Cons to use. So you can technically play them on the Switch Lite if you purchase a set of Joy-Cons separately. Now, if you're going to purchase a set of Joy-Cons separately, it's almost not worth it to simply not buy the Switch Lite and buy the Switch instead, because you're going to pay between $60 and $80 for a pair of Joy-Cons, and the Switch that comes with those Joy-Cons already only cost $100 more than the Switch Lite. So the ability to connect it to the TV is worth it for me if you're going to want to play those games, the most popular of course being Just Dance and Mario Party, to go ahead and just upgrade to the Switch entirely. Don't use the Switch Lite. Beyond that, all of the games that will work on the Switch will work on the Switch Lite. However, again, you got a very, very tiny screen that you're going to be playing them on versus being able to connect to a TV with the Switch. So that is something to keep in mind, especially if you're going to do a multiplayer game such as Super Smash Brothers, such as Mario Kart. Those are going to be really hard to play multiplayer on such a small screen. So all of the Switch games will work on the Switch Lite besides those that I mentioned. Let me go ahead and run through that list again. That is 1 and 2 Switch, or 1-2 Switch, depending on how you pronounce it. That will not work without the Joy-Cons. The next one is all of the Just Dance for the Switch. Again, will not work without the Joy-Cons. Then Mario Party, Super Mario Party will not work without Joy-Cons as well. Fitness Boxing 1 and 2 will not work on the Switch Lite without the Joy-Cons. And then Ring Fit Adventure, and then the Nintendo Labo. None of those games will work. Any other game, the easy way to check is to look on the back and see what it says in regards to the player mode. If you have it where an X is next to the handheld, that means it won't work on the Switch Lite without you having that extra controller or the extra set of Joy-Cons. I hope that this video has been helpful to you. Again, my name is Matt from RetroOnly.com. Please be sure to hit that like button and then also subscribe to our channel. Have a great rest of your day.